Northern Europe's highest mountain plateau, Hardangervidda, was created more than 450 million years ago. Hallingskarvet, the majestic 50-kilometre long ridge with Hallingskarvet standing 1933 metres above sea level at its highest point, is what we today know as Hallingskarvet National Park. A visit to the national park leaves a strong impression on the vast majority of people. This mountain plateau, located right in the middle between Oslo and Bergen, has a special characteristic. It is accessible from every direction. Unique cultural sites reveal that hunting and trapping has been going on in this area ever since the first humans wandered here. Protected cultural sites must not be destroyed or disturbed, but there is nothing stopping us from visiting them and letting our thoughts go back in time. The high mountain grazing areas have been important to local farmers for many hundreds of years. Early in the spring, the animals are released to graze down in the valley. And as spring creeps up the mountainsides towards Hallingskarvet, the animals wander up to the unique high elevation plains. Meat from this area has an especially high quality. This is because the mountain areas around the foot of Hallingskarvet are made up of ancient calcareous seabed. Plants thrive here during a hectic and fertile growth season. One of the animal species that gets the most attention is the wild reindeer. Wild reindeer are flock animals with strong nomadic traits. They move around a lot in a continuous search for new grazing areas. Today, in the area around Hallingskarvet, there are approximately 1,000 reindeer that you may come across at any time. If you should be so lucky as to meet these beautiful animals, it is important not to disturb them. The best thing is just to sit down and quietly enjoy the sight. Therefore, it is strongly advised that you bring binoculars with you when you are visiting the national park. Wild reindeer don't have good eyesight, but if they get a scent of us humans, they will immediately run. If they do not become stressed, they will soon start to calmly graze again. During the winter, reindeer are more vulnerable. They use as little energy as possible. Therefore, it is even more important that they are left in peace during the cold season. Another small rascal that you can meet in the Hallingskarvet National Park is the Arctic fox. This species has been endangered in Norway for a number of years. Therefore, a special project has been started to bring the Arctic fox back to the mountains. Located right beside Hallingskarvet National Park is the high mountain village of Finse. Finse is one of the places where Arctic foxes have been set out and supported by feeding stations. The goal of the project is to create a viable population of Arctic fox in the mountains. In 2010, a total of 41 cubs were set out. It is important that we do not give the Arctic fox human food in addition to the food that they receive from the feeders. We do not want the foxes to get used to humans or start moving down to populated areas looking for food. The vast expanses around Hallingskarvet invite use in both summer and winter. In the national park, you can enjoy different habitats in many seasonal variations. Everyone is welcome to use the national park, but it is always important to remember that we should take only memories and leave only footprints. A significant part of protecting a national park such as this is to keep the high mountain area as untouched as possible. Every year, Hallingskarvet National Park is visited by one of the world's largest ski events, Skarvet. As many as 12,000 skiers ski from Finse down to Ustadhuset. Yalo Sports Club has the high level of competency and knowledge required to organise this professional and environmentally friendly ski event, doing so since the first race in 1974. Normally, the use of motorised vehicles inside the national park is totally forbidden, but during the Skarvet, exemptions from these regulations have been granted. This is a necessity when holding an event of this size. If you prefer less people and more peace and quiet, you can visit one of the numerous tourist cabins that are located around Hallingskarvet. These are great starting points for many wonderful trips to be had in the mountains, all year round. This area's network of T-mark trails during the summer and the stick-mark tracks during the winter are nothing less than impressive and varied all at the same time. For more information, contact the hosts at one of the tourist cabins or drop by the Tourist Information Office in Yalo. It is a real pleasure to wish you welcome to Hallingskarvet National Park. And please remember to use nature with care.